Looks like somebody's looking for clicks. True Hoop website or something. Henry Abbott, who I know and like, but what in God's name is going on with Henry? He says LeBron James, the least told story in the NBA, is LeBron's oppressive, overwhelming, and antisocial competitiveness. It is icky. It's the most undertold story in the NBA. Abbott noted that James struggles to be around normally motivated, gets impatient with those who don't work as hard. Little tolerance for mistakes. In fact, Henry at one point says this is worth a chuckle. LeBron's current teammate Anthony Davis may be softening him since he has a special affection for the big man. Wait, time out. I want LeBron to be more like Anthony Davis? Get the hell out of here. That's the last thing I want LeBron to be, is that soft. Yeah, I'm sorry, Henry. I'm sorry, True Hoop, magazine, website, whatever you are. We've spent 15 years comparing LeBron and MJ, mostly doing a poor job. We finally figured out their match. They're obsessive. Because 99% of the players in the NBA are playing for a paycheck. LeBron's playing for immortality. So is Kobe. So is Michael. So are the greats. So is Elon Musk. So is Jeff Bezos. So is Bill Gates. So is Steve Jobs. They're ruthless. They're relentless because they're not doing it for a paycheck. 99% of people in America are going to work for a paycheck, to be content, to get their kids through school. They like their job. They don't live it. That's fine. But for the truly gifted, it's different. And we should never ask them to come down to us. They're not demanding we go up to them. LeBron James is not demanding that Alex Caruso be 6'8" and tower and tomahawk dunk it. He's not asking Alex Caruso to do that, or KCP, but he will not. He sure as heck will not go down to your workout standards. Thank God somebody with the Lakers is obsessive. Do you think their front office is as good as the Clippers? I don't. Do you think their owner's as rich as the Clippers? I don't. Do you think their roster's as good as the Clippers? I don't. Thank God he's compulsive. Thank God somebody with the Lakers is. Somebody is focused and driven and willful. Would I respect Michael Jordan more? Let me ask you this. As a parent, one of my greatest fears, other than my kids running into traffic, one of my greatest fears is they will not live up to their potential. I think my kids are really good. They're curious. They've got empathy. They're smart. God, one of my biggest fears is I'm on my deathbed and they took all that potential and didn't do anything with it. You're a parent. Doesn't that worry you ever? You just want the best for your kids. Use all your gifts that I didn't have. Would I respect Michael Jordan more today if he was less relentless, less willful, and wouldn't have tapped every ounce of greatness out of his potential? That's why we loved Kobe and why we love MJ. That's why we love LeBron. Because you get so rarely a Tiger Woods or an Oprah or an Elon Musk who are flawed, but they have this massive intellectual capacity or athletic capacity or emotional capacity, and they just squeeze that damn towel and they get everything out of it, and you become an icon. LeBron doesn't ask you to be as great as him, but he should never lower his standards for me or you or Alex Caruso. This article is nonsense. I want LeBron to be more like Anthony Davis. In what lifetime? I want everybody that has nearly as much talent as LeBron, school teacher, scientist, engineer, radio host, be relentless, be willful, be a pain in the arse occasionally, not every day. What you want for your kids is what the greats all through this country give us. It's why we'll get through COVID. Because we got 9,000 people working on vaccines and they're brilliant. The idea that I'm supposed to look at the greats in this country, the Mark Cubans, the Obamas, and I'm supposed to go, you know, if they could just slow down a little for me. Nah, not remotely interested. There used to be something called helicopter parents, where parents hover over their kids. Now they call it bulldoze parents, where parents like clear a path so their kids have no problems. They call them bulldoze parents. I saw it a lot in the Northeast. With prep schools, parents just bulldozing a path so their kids have no struggles. Dad on the phone yelling at the principal, how could you give my child a B? It's bulldozing parents. So you end up raising a bunch of weenies who aren't used to like getting pushback in life. You'll notice most of the great quarterbacks in the NFL, we talk about this all the time, got told no, got hit, got hurt, junior college, too short, too slow. You give everybody a perfect childhood, it's rough. I'm not saying Zion Williamson had a perfect childhood. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm already hearing a lot of this. Let's slow down on Zion. Let's protect Zion. We're asking too much of Zion. Zion can handle it. Kids today are so much smarter, so much more self-aware. There's so many advantages with technology. Zion knows what he's doing. He has more support than players did in the 70s and 80s. Warren Buffett always talks about this. Every generation of kids has a better life, an easier life, and more support than the previous generation. Nutritional advantages Michael Jordan didn't have. Therapy advantages, psychology, coaching advantages and support, personal coaching. Zion could get on the phone today and get Adam Silver, LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Kevin Durant, Mike Krzyzewski on the phone within 5 minutes. The NBA commissioner, the best college basketball coach, the Olympic coach, the best player in the game, the greatest player ever, the second greatest player ever, he could get all of them on the phone in 5 minutes. On a cell phone. He could be shooting a basketball with his left hand and talking to him with his right hand. Stop bulldozing the kids. He can handle it. Zion's a smart kid. He was asked yesterday about the bubble. You know what he said in 3 words? I want to hoop. I want to hoop. Let me hoop. He can handle it. Did you see how this kid handled Duke when he got hurt? Did you see how he handled it? He handled it like a 45-year-old. I'm 50. I had cereal for breakfast. I can't handle it. This kid handled the Duke situation deftly, smartly, like a grown-up. Have we seen Patrick Mahomes? Patrick Mahomes could, if he didn't have his act together, could unravel tomorrow. He goes to Twitter last night, a little clever thing. These kids today, these athletes, I've been saying this now for a while. It is unbelievable how lucky we are as sportscasters and fans. Find the bad guy. Find the turd. Find the bad NBA guy. I mean, don't get me wrong. The Lakers look like a reality show. They got the goofiest set of guys in the league. They literally should be on Hard Knocks NBA. But they're goofy. There's not a bad guy in the league. NFL's got some guys you have to worry about. I'm not saying it's perfect, but the stars, J.J. Watt, Patrick Mahomes, Russell Wilson, God. I mean, they're like good kids. They got a fortune. Zion's going to be fine. His coach should stop putting him in a sentence with LeBron James. That's not fair because he's not going to be LeBron. Good God, he's not going to be LeBron. We're not going to see LeBron. There's never going to be another LeBron. Like, that's over. It's like Tiger Woods. For 12 years, Tiger Woods, Dustin Johnson's great. Brooks Koepka, we're never going to see Tiger again. He wasn't even a comet. He was a planet. He flew by. We had to change the gravity. It's like mentioning it when LeBron is unfair. He can handle it. This kid from day one, Duke basketball, shoe explodes, knee is hurt. He has been a 19, 20-year-old kid today is a 30-year-old in the 70s and 80s. The coaching, the nutrition, the trainers, the guidance, the financial support is so much better today. Get Mike Krzyzewski on. Ask him what it was like his first 2 years at Duke and ask him what he's created now. Those kids come out of Duke, they are ready to roll. They are ready to go. They got financial support, insurance, parental support, therapy, nutrition, training. I mean, they got these kids. You don't think Kansas, Duke, Carolina? Those kids come out of those programs and they see miles ahead of where kids 70s, 80s, even Michael Jordan saw in the 90s.
Download the all-new Fox Sports app now.